Morning, morning, morning. Okay, so with this yarn, this Abby Kadabi yarn is like really, really thin. And I must have cut too close when I was trimming some of it. And so I need to go through and rip out all of this so that I can fix it back to the white here, or at least go back to that point. So I'm ripping this one out. With crochet, it's pretty easy to rip out. And usually you could just go back to that point and then continue. Um, I was already like out here when I started to trim the strings hanging like that one. And then it was a couple days later when I stuck my finger through it. So it's ribbit, ribbit, frog, frog, ribbit, ribbit, frog, frog. And I have a fly flying in here. So when you pull out the thing, it just pulls pretty good. I still have the hook out for this so that I can do a couple more squares and use up some more of that Abby Kadabi so that I can get a hold of the gal and send them off. I've been working on some hot pads. Over there by the door in that envelope, I have a package for my niece, that great niece that I'm mailing out next week. She'll only be in South Carolina until the end of July. So I want to get it to her before she moves to Arizona. And um, I've been, this one's a little tough because it separated it only grabbed part of the string. There we go. Now the ball's falling apart. This I can reuse. Maybe if I could get it to stay as a ball. It's being retarded. I may have to re-roll it because it's a big mess now. And I don't have one of the ball rollers, so yarn ball rollers, so I just do it by hand. Maybe this one that I'm tearing apart and rolling, I could put on the needle and sew those other squares together and then just like stop at that stopping point or what. Maybe go around the outside with white. I don't know. Usually I'm pretty good at rolling these, but my hand's bugging me today. I haven't been an emotional day. That's this blank screen that came up on my. There we go. On the corner of my computer, so I wasn't seeing comments or anything. Hopefully this doesn't tie up too bad. So far it's being pretty good. Put my dogs out before I came live so they weren't like hounding me to go out. They like outside when the weather's nice. But I can reuse this yarn, so and I do have a Ziploc bag back here. I usually keep my projects in Ziploc bags because it's easier to keep the yarn together. So here is the knot for the white because I need to go back to this area. So sometimes using a needle is a little easier, but it's easier for me to hold the project between my legs when I'm ripping it apart so then it doesn't pull and go everywhere. So I'm just weird that like that, but and that's been more so since my strokes than anything. So stupid maxi trying to pull it. I used to set my timer when I go live, but it keeps track on my desktop, so I don't usually set a timer anymore. I usually wear black or blue pants, and the strings from ripping this out is going all over my pants, but that's all right. Just a minute, I'll be undoing the knot again. There's the white. Cut that out for this one. Haha. I need the hook. Haha. I don't know. Haven't heard from my mom yet today. And that skein can actually go back in the drawer. So I got 4 hot pads out of it. I mean, one of them was pretty big, so it's for my great niece. What can I say? I have more of that yarn. That yarn can be put away with the rest of it. Ooh, it should be Fridays on the plaza. And it should be Beer Fest weekend. I'm not going to go though. Father's Day weekend, Beer Fest weekend. Yeah, the thingy fell to the floor this time, so. So on my Abby Kadabi blanket, I just have to go through with a smaller hook and tuck in the ends because I'm not going to try, uh, now that it's all put together, I am not going to try to trim the ends and wind up doing what I did on the square. So this is the last part I have to rip out. So now I can pull up the pattern on this from Bag O'Day and um, redo that section of the granny square. So I have it all ripped out. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. Love ya. Bye.